How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about BBIG. Like I was saying in my previous video, we were looking forward to test key levels at $3.60 and as well as $3.80. Seeing it close at $3.59, we did get some recent news. Things are looking good for the chart. But of course, I want to make sure I keep you guys inside of the loop further, and you have a strategy if you plan on taking advantage of any opportunities. So I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the buying and the selling behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for BBIG. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $3.59, being up 1.70%. On the low, it tested $3.45, and then on the high, testing $3.82. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 47.059 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 32.445 million shares. So we did have above average volume on the day, and we did see some strength inside of the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is the daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it is at 55.28. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we are below the 100-day, the 200-day, but we do have strength above the 50-day and as well as the 21-day EMA. And if you guys remember in my previous video, I was saying it was very key for us to break through that 360 level. I was unable to do a video for you guys yesterday, but seeing how well it performed today, closing right at 359, is a great accomplishment. We also did end up seeing a high, which I spoke about as well, right here around $3.82. So if we're able to get past these levels, this is where I want to see us making that move to that psychological area here right at $4. I could see this being a resistance area, a psychological area, many people wanting to take profits, and it's right around the 100-day, which is at $4.03. So that's one thing that you're going to want to be aware of. We did get very close inside of the pre-market, but then we ended up having a sell-off. So knowing that we closed at 359, going into tomorrow, if we do decide to pull back even further, you guys know, I want to see us hold up at least above $3.30. We ended up testing $3.45 on the day, and I'm just going to be realistic here. There's a good chance that this may not hold up. So at least if we can hold up 330, then the trend can still continue to look good. But for the most part, continue to keep an eye on this play, because the moment we have strength coming inside of the market, especially for the tech sector, BBIG can benefit from this. And of course, making sure that we have that buying pressure coming into the stock as we've seen when the recent news came out. So now let's get into the short interest information. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for BBIG. So green rows indicate new positions while red rows indicate closed positions. So when we see the recent filings for February the 15th, we have Pensera Capital Management LLC that purchased 98,350 shares, and we also have the California State Teachers Retirement System that purchased 81,378 shares. And keep in mind, we already covered the filings for the 14th in the previous video. So now when we take a look at the short interest, the off-exchange short volume ratio is at 25.40%, and then for the dark pool short volume, it is just over 5.27 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability is at 60,000, updated 17 minutes ago. And then for the short ball free rate being at 99.01. The last time we did a video on this, it was over 100%, so keep that in mind. And then when we take a look at the history of the short volume, we see for the close of February the 14th, it's at 27.97. And then for the close of the 15th, which was yesterday, it was at 25.40. So that is a big difference because you could see on February 11th, which was last week Friday, it was as high as 45.76. So what does this tell us? As far as for the market sentiment, it has gotten a lot more better for BBIG, but it still has short squeeze potential since the criteria we normally look for the short volume is 21% or higher. So now let's go into the order flow distribution.
Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for BBIG. So for the inflow, it's at 32.51, and then for the outflow, it's at 32.37. Taking a look at the breakdown, on the large, it was 1.03. On the medium, it was 23.46, and then on the small, it was 8.02. Taking a look at the outflow side, on the large, it was 0.20. On the medium, it was 23.78, and then on the small, it was 8.39. Taking a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for the past 4 trading days, they've all been inflows, and for today, February the 16th, it being at 832,000, just a little bit over that. And then when we analyze the numbers even further for the small scale orders, that tends to represent the retail side, we had more selling than we had buying. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we ended up having more selling than we had buying. And then when we take a look at the large, which represents whales, institutions, or funds, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it was at 34.43%. Of course, it's going to be high for a stock like BBIG. We know there's a good amount of traders that are going in and out of the play. But one thing that is very clear, we have been seeing a strong uptrend. And in regards to the recent news that came out, I feel this stock has a lot more momentum left in it. But of course, we'll talk about it further inside of the final thoughts because I want to make sure you guys have a good idea of price levels. So let's get into it right now. So for my final thoughts for BBIG, I want to send out a big congratulations for them getting that AdRiser acquisition completed. Of course, we ended up seeing excitement inside of the market, and this is why the stock ran up. When I was taking a look at it inside of the pre-market, I was really looking for us to get to $4, but we ended up selling off right at the market open. No surprises considering we were going to be getting some information in regards to the Fed minutes, and many stocks ended up doing the same thing. So that's why I'm not too frustrated about it. I even went on StockTwits saying, hey, are we going to be seeing that $4? That's what I want to see. But aside from that, as far as for the price levels, like I was saying in my previous videos, key areas we needed to get to was at 360 and as well as 380. We ended up testing 382 as far as for the high of the day. So going into tomorrow, if we end up having a pullback, I want to see us hold up at least $3.30. That is not too much to ask whatsoever. If we are able to do this, then we're still on a strong uptrend, and then we can make that next test going to $4. But what's very important here, we need to make sure we have a lot of volume coming into the stock. We already see what happens when that volume dies down, or if it's lower. Since there's so many shorts who are inside of this play, we can end up experiencing pullbacks, and is why I say it is very crucial for us to hold up the $3 level. If we break through 330, that's where we can start seeing if we could hold up around 313 and so forth. But as far as for the upside, we want to see it get to 4. We know this is a psychological area. Many people are going to be looking to take profits, but if we have volume coming into the play, I want to see us get above $4.03, which is right around the 100-day, and then we can see if we can break through that resistance and then get up to the 200-day. Again, above the 200-day shows things are looking strong, it's looking bullish, and I can see more people wanting to buy in, and we can send the stock up even further. Also, when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, it does continue to have short squeeze potential, but one thing to be aware of though, as far as for the overall market sentiment, it has become a lot more positive for BBIG, because even though it is above our 21% criteria, it's still a play that you want to keep on your radar, because if we see strength coming into the market, especially for the tech sector, BBIG can benefit from this. So I said it once and I'll say it again, when it comes to volatile stocks like BBIG, you need to have a game plan. You need to have a strategy. You need to know what your entry is going to be, and then you need to know what your exit's going to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.